again, sounding genuinely worried. Yes, because Emma refused to go back to their old apartment. She swiped the sweat out of her eyes. Hard to believe that she used to run 5Ks for fun. Careful, you're really pale. This not helpful statement came from her other side, Ned, her ex-fiancé. Emma took another step. 12. Emma. Ned put a hand to her elbow. You shouldn't be moving out so soon after getting out of the rehab facility. It's only been a few days. Emma had gone from the hospital to the rehab center to the apartment she and Cindy had shared for 4 years, the one that Ned now lived in, so she literally hadn't been alone in a year. At the moment, she was holding on by a bare, ragged thread, so it took every ounce of control she had not to throw Ned's hand off. I'm doing this. A soft whine came from just behind her, and then a cool, wet dog nose nudged into her palm. Hog was her emotional support dog, because, yeah, that was a thing for her now. After one too many nightmares in rehab, one of her occupational therapists had given her a 2-year-old 110-pound St. Bernard/Chewbacca mix. Historically, the breed had been used to help find and save travelers. The gentle giants were calm, patient, relaxed, and sensible. Hog's job was to watch out for Emma's emotional well-being and protect her as needed, but as it turned out, he was named Hog, short for groundhog, for a very good reason. He'd flunked out of service dog school for being afraid of his own shadow. Didn't matter to Emma. He drooled, he ate anything not tied down, and he had gas that would kill an elephant. She loved him ridiculously anyway, even if, as it turned out, she was his emotional support. Good boy. He licked her hand. This is ridiculous, Ned said. Just come back to our place. I'll even stop complaining about Hog's intestinal issues. It's not necessary for you to move out, Emmy. Oh, but it was. Deathly necessary. And not her death, but his. And possibly Cindy's, too. Hog only has gas issues because you make him anxious. Ned looked at Cindy. Tell her she shouldn't leave. She shouldn't leave. Cindy's eyes were filled with what seemed like genuine guilt and remorse as she looked at Emma. Roomies forever, remember? More than most, Emma understood how guilt and remorse could screw a person up. She was living proof. But Cindy had been her best friend for 20 years, right up until Emma had been hit by a car, punted 50 feet straight into a coma. Then, later, at some point sitting in the hospital waiting room, Ned and Cindy had decided that it'd be a good idea to sleep together. Granted, they'd been told Emma's chances of survival weren't good, but she'd proved the doctors wrong. Her mom said it was because she was too stubborn to die. Undoubtedly accurate. In either case, apparently Ned and Cindy's relationship had only strengthened while Emma had spent the rest of the year in the rehab facility. And now, a year later, the two of them were still going strong. In fact, Ned had moved into Cindy's bed, in the apartment Emma and Cindy had shared for years. Romantic, right? And our place has an elevator, Cindy said. Like Emma didn't know this. She might be foggy on a lot of things. Her memory was still shoddy at best, but she remembered the basics of her life. Well, mostly. And yeah, an elevator right about now would be even better than the nap she desperately wanted. But she'd live in hell before going back to her old apartment. Actually, scratch that. After losing her fiancé, her best friend, her jobs, she was already in hell. It wasn't that she was heartbroken anymore. Months ago, she'd come to terms with the fact that Ned and Cindy had done her a favor, and maybe she'd forgive them someday, but forget? Doubtful. Clearly, Ned hadn't been the right one for her, and honestly, she could no longer remember why she'd ever thought he was. But Cindy...